And aside from being Juneteenth, today is also Sickle Cell Awareness Day. 1 in every 13 African-American babies born with a sickle cell trait. Now, sickle cell disease impacts black communities of color more than any other ethnic group and is an illness that many suffer in silence with.
So more than 100.
Folks don't wear this disease on their faces, on their chests. They wear it with joint pain and other pains that are internal. So we want to make people understand that there are folks that are suffering with sickle cell disease that you may work with on a daily basis and you just don't know it.
More than 100,000 Americans are living with sickle cell disease, and here to share more information about the resources that are available to people impacted by this disease are Dr. Joseph Orsini with the New York State Health Department and Mr. Alan Davis, who lost his daughter to sickle cell disease. So good morning, Dr. Orsini and Mr. Davis. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Dr. Orsini, let's begin with you. The basics. What is sickle cell and what are the symptoms?
Yeah, so sickle cell is an inherited disease. And what is affected is the red blood cells, which carry oxygen to all of the tissues of your body. So, you can imagine if your blood cells aren't carrying oxygen appropriately, then you could have problems with circulation, pain. So pain is one of the primary things, and so there's some severe crises with pain.
I guess the question here is, why is it so prevalent specifically in communities of color?
Yeah, so the primary reason is that the mutation or variant that caused sickle cell disease is it actually helps prevent malaria in the countries where that mutation developed. So in Africa, where it's a big problem with malaria, it actually protects people from getting the symptoms of malaria. So that there's a benefit to having that mutation in those areas. But when you end up not being a carrier or a trait for sickle cell, then it becomes a problem, because then all of your cells have this sickle cell trait or characteristic that doesn't carry oxygen through the body appropriately.
Mr. Davis, let's talk to you about your daughter. Is it Serona, who was diagnosed with sickle cell disease? Was anyone else in your family? Did they ever have sickle cell as well?
No, we didn't know much about it. My mother mentioned traits when I was younger, but no one ever had it. We really wasn't aware of its effects and how devastating it could really be.
When was your daughter diagnosed? How old was she? Was it from birth?
No. She was about 7 or 8 years old when she started having discomfort at first, then pain all over her body. She got temporary relief from pain medications, but only repeated blood transfusions had any lasting effect.
Yeah. How did it become so severe that she lost her life?
Well, again, the pain came. They started giving her blood transfusion. It really disrupted her life. It was heartbreaking for us to watch our daughter suffer like that. And we didn't know much about it. They didn't have all the medical approaches that they have now.
Right.
And it just got worse and worse. The pain became more intense. They had to quit school. And, we just kind of had to suffer through watching the loved one go through this agony, and you're not being able to do anything about it.
Yeah, and she was only 20 years old when she lost her life. And Dr. Orsini, we're listening to him talk about pain management there, but what are the treatment options that are out there for those with sickle cell?
Well, really, that's still what remains, is a lot of the pain control, and there are some medications that assist with that beside, your typical pain medicines. But what's on the horizon really is more gene therapy, and there are, those are on a trial basis right now. So it's hopeful, we all hope that down the road there will be a cure through that mechanism of gene therapy.
And Mr. Davis, because of all the pain that you have gone through losing your daughter, is that why you've become an advocate to make sure more people know about this disease?
Well, yes, of course, that had a great impact, and we care about others. My daughter, we had 20 years of lovely relationship. I would like people to know there are other treatments, as the doctor had mentioned. And it really prompted me to be more concerned, to be an advocate, right? Get the word out. This is not a disease for complacency or secrecy. It affects all of us, and it's going to take all of us to come together to advocate for a cure.
Well, we appreciate both of you speaking out about this today as we continue to raise awareness. Dr. Joseph Orsini, Alan Davis, appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.